Hey everyone, okay, you're gonna have to pardon my hair today. This is sort of an emergency. I came back here in my makeup room today because today I received the Natasha Denona Sunset palette, and I was absolutely determined to hate it. And I was planning on hating it, not liking the colors in it. I opened it up, it was very orangey, bronzy, very orangey, just overall, extremely warm. And I thought, I'm gonna hate this. I'm gonna just play with it, try it on. I'm not gonna film today. And I tried it on and I just kept layering and building and blending. And it turned out so pretty and I love it so much that I had to make an emergency video for you guys about how wonderful it truly is. Matte looking finish plastic that a lot of brands go with. It's not cardboard. The matte finish a lot of times just gets covered in makeup and fingerprints and disgusting. The shiny ones are fingerprinted up. I think this is the perfect way to make your palette with this leatherette. It does not ever look dirty. So I'm feeling like I'm looking very spicy today. That's what I would call this palette, is spicy. Got this today, opened it up, and here were all these oranges, yellows, golds. I'm like, I am not gonna like this. And what's funny is, you guys called it. Somebody, I don't remember who it was, sent me a message and they said, you would really look good in the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. You should try that out. And I'm like, I don't think so. You know, it's all gonna be warms. I don't do warms very well. I'm too pale for warms. And you know what? They were right. It is gorgeous. Here it is. I have on many of these colors here, and yes, there are colors in here I will never wear, particularly the mustard yellow. I will never wear that. However, the rest of these colors are very wearable. They're actually not too orange and crazy for me. So I came back here just to play with this, just to kind of try it out. I wasn't even going to do a full face of makeup, and I started on it and I absolutely loved it. These colors are so pigmented that they blend themselves. I kept layering today and building and blending and layering, and it didn't end up looking muddy. A lot of times when you layer colors, blend them together, mixing them all together, they end up all running together, looking muddy, gross, losing their color. These did not do that. I was so convinced I was not going to be filming today and I was not going to like this palette that I did not even film myself applying this look today. So I will step you through it anyway, and I'll show you exactly the colors I used. So with this palette you get, let me take the plastic off here, you do get a nice mirror. It does have a magnetic closure. I love that. When it's closed, you know it's closed. So that's so nice, and it's not going to come apart just randomly. And you're also not going to break a nail trying to get it open. A lot of palettes are insane trying to open them up. So you have all your color names on this plastic flap on the front. So I will tell you by name what each one of these are, and I will swatch these for you. Unlike previous Natasha Denona palettes, like the Star palette in particular, this one does not have any of those gross, greasy feeling glitters that don't really give you any pigment. They just give you some chunky, gross, greasy glitters. This doesn't have those. The glitters in these are extremely metallic. They're extremely foily. So here's how everything turned out today, and I just absolutely love it. I feel very glam. I feel very spicy. Let me show you the colors. So we have, starting up here in the corner, Atmosphere, Sinai, Ice Gold, and Mandarin. Oh my God, look at that mandarin. That's crazy. Look at Atmosphere. It is a coppery rose. Oh, I love that. I used that today. I also used Sinai. And I also used the Ice Gold. Oh, the prettiest white pearl eyeshadow right there. Look at Bronzage. I love it. So you gotta like warms if you're into this palette. I don't know that I really like warms. I don't definitely ever get warm lipsticks, warm blushes, warm eyeshadows. I just am not into warms, but these shimmery shades, these bronzy shades, the golds, I probably will never wear that deep red. I will never wear the bright, bright, bright lemon yellow. But these other colors down here are very wearable, as well as that super dark brown. I have that one on today. Let me show you what I did today with this, and it is so much fun. These colors all work so well together. Some palettes will have like an area like this, maybe, that, you know, goes well together, or an area, or they'll go this way and those will work well together, or this way and those will work well together. All of the colors on this palette work really well together and easily. It's, you know, above and beyond most palettes. This is a very different palette. This is not your usual bunch of neutrals, taupes, grayish browns with a couple of purples thrown in there. This is a very different palette. And yes, they are very expensive. A lot of times I will complain about how expensive her products are, and people will send me messages about, well, when you break it down, it's only $8 per shadow or $10 per shadow or whatever. I think that this palette is finally worth it to me. It is, you know, very pricey, but I think this one is finally worth it to me, even for a person who does not wear brights very much or warms very much at all. I think I did a good job getting this palette. Started out in the crease today with the color called Sinai. Now it went on really, really orange, and I was kind of shocked. So I went back in with the color called Terra. Terra as in earth. Right here, this is a beautiful matte brown, reddish brown. So I went over my crease with that after I had done the Sinai color, because I felt Sinai was very orange, but that's okay because I like having the orange sort of peeking above the deeper color right there. I did further enhance my crease with this dark sort of burgundy brown here. This just complements really well with all of these colors. Volcano, that one I did in my very inner corner. You can see right just very inner corner there. For my outer part of my lid, I did Terra, and then the very outer corner of it, I did Igneous. Beautiful, deep espresso color here. Such good pigmentation. Just, I actually, at the end, I didn't feel like I had enough dark in the corner, so I went back and dabbed a little Igneous on, and I didn't even end up blending it. It just sort of blended itself. It's just so beautiful. Lid color, Morgana. Ugh, peach, just deep, deep peach, but very metallic. Then I went back and took just my finger and dabbed Sun-Dazed in the middle of my lid. Gorgeous, gorgeous, shimmery, but not dry and gross like so many other palettes have been. Beautiful gold. I took Atmosphere, which I would love to put on my lid someday soon. I took that on a very thin brush and I blended between my highlighter and my crease. With that, just put a thin line of that, very wispy. This is my highlighter, Ice Gold. I love it. You could really go crazy and make it look super white up there, but look at how pretty and subtle that is. I mean, it's dramatic, yes, because the rest of my eye is dramatic, but look at how beautiful that pearl is with these other colors. You kind of wouldn't think that. Would you think a white pearl would look good with these, or would you think more gold or more sort of yellowish or even more champagne? No, the white, it just does it. This palette is fantastic. To line under my eyes, I used Terra, which I felt was a little bit on the orange side, so I went back over it with Volcano, and then I double lined with, I did Bronzage over all of it again, and then I did very thin line underneath. You can see it just right through there of this gorgeous gold, and that is a bod. I did a bod under there. Oh, I love this palette, and I didn't think I would, of course. You know, I do that a lot, but this one I was absolutely sure when I opened it, I'm like, no, it's not going to work at all. So, yes, I know it's pricey, but boy, you get the quality in this one. A lot of time, you know, sometimes her palettes I don't feel like are 100%. This one I feel like is 100%, except for, you know, there are a couple colors I'm not going to wear. I can't fault anybody for that. But the quality is 100% on this one, with the non-greasy and non-weird glitters in there, the glittery glitters, the beautiful foiliness of it, and just the inventiveness of this palette, just the uniqueness. I just feel like it's really unique. I mean, this deep color, that's a cool color. This one is rather cool. It's very burgundy brown. It's not 100% warm. but I think it's just absolutely stunning. I'm so glad I picked it up, and here I was just determined not to like it. I do have on a new highlighter from Maybelline. Maybelline and Revlon are kicking up some new stuff right now. I've got a whole big order of drugstore makeup coming, and I have on the new Master Chrome from Maybelline. This says it's a metallic highlighter, and it is. It is a gorgeous gold. I'm going to do a review coming up of all of these drugstore products. Maybelline and Revlon have some new lip products. I have a bunch of those on the way, and I picked a bunch more up today. There is a new NARS Naked palette coming out. I opened up my Facebook today, and it was filled with shots of this palette. Everybody had posted about it, just one after the other. I'm so tired of seeing it. It's something about naked heat. It is beautiful. I cannot wait. I'm going to grab it up. It's got a couple of purples on the end, but it's mostly just sort of these really unusual colors. Coppery roses and coppers, and it just looks absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to try that on. Bye everyone. Thanks for watching.